Hi, I'm Brent Haynes with Wood Sound Flutes, and that song "Impossible Dream" or "The Quest" is one of my all-time favorite songs. I remember when I was a little kid sitting in my dad's car. He was running some errands, went into a store or something, and I was bored, rough, and was rummaging around through the glove box. Found his cassette tape of the musical, put it in, and heard that song for the first time, and I have loved it ever since. Just absolutely beautiful song. I chose that song because I want to talk about dreams today, specifically flute dreams. The dream of owning the new instrument that will provide you with the tools that you need to create the music you'd like to create, or perhaps just the new instrument that will provide you with that burst of creativity that happens when we get a new instrument and we're just so crazy in love with it and can't put it down. I know that happens to me all the time. Sometimes I'll pick up a flute and it'll be a client's flute. Perhaps I'm testing it out, getting it, making sure it's meeting my quality standards. And I just fall in love with the instrument. And I know many of you feel the same way. And perhaps you've been dreaming about a Wood Sounds flute. Maybe you've been dreaming about one of the Dream Ambonia burl flutes. That wood is, I think, some of the most beautiful wood I've ever seen in my life. Of course, it was fairly expensive to get that wood, and so the flutes aren't very inexpensive either. And yeah, that can be a dream flute for sure. And perhaps one of the legendary wood flutes is your dream flute, or maybe it's one of the flutes of the month that is your dream flute. But I want to talk about the classics today. The flute that I just played was one of our cedar classics. This is the least expensive of the Wood Sound flutes. It's around $500, I think $515, something like that, for this instrument. And we put a lot of time and energy to be able to get our flutes to the quality that they need to be in order for me to be satisfied enough to send it out. And every single Wood Sounds flute that we make must meet those quality standards, whether it's a cedar classic, whether it's a flute of the month, whether it's one of the Dream Ambonia burl flutes. Whatever the flute is, it must meet these high standards. The things that I look for in our flutes and what I'm trying to achieve is an instrument that allows you to play it loud and soft all the way from the fundamental to the octave note. It's easy to make a flute that plays a fundamental note soft and hard to make one that plays that fundamental note loud. Conversely, it's easy to make a flute that plays the octave note loud and hard to make one that plays it soft. So you end up with an instrument that the basic physics of it kind of drive it to feel like you need to blow harder as you go up the flute to get the tonal quality you want. So over the last, it's been 2009, I started down this journey of maximizing volume dynamics, being able to play loud and soft all across the instrument. And what that does for the new player is it makes it really easy for them to pick the instrument up and to play it. And what it does for the experienced player is allows them to use volume dynamics in generating the emotional content of their music. And so I feel like it's one of the most important things that we do with our instruments, and all Wood Sound flutes today meet those standards. Our Wood Sound flutes are able to be played loud and soft all across the scale. That allows us to be able to tune the flute to a constant breath pressure. And that's 10 microbars is what we tune the flute to. And we actually measure that as we are tuning them. So it's a fairly sophisticated process that we go through to get to the Wood Sounds quality. And all Wood Sound flutes made today are held to those standards. So if you're dreaming of a flute, whether it's a cedar classic, whether it's one of the other classics, whether it's a Dream Ambonia burl or a Flute of the Month club flute, whatever flute that is, I would love to talk with you about it and help you figure out how to make your dream come true. Whether you're dreaming of your first native flute or wanting to create some custom instrument, Wood Sounds is where your dreams can be made real. My name is Brent Haynes, and you can reach me at 801-822-1415 or brent@woodsounds.com. Have a great day.